Snow White is directed by Marc Webb and it stars Rachel Zegler and Gadot. And in the remake of the classic 1930s Disney film, Snow White teams up with the Seven Dwarfs to take down her evil stepmother, the Evil Queen. Let's be honest with ourselves, people. Did any of you think this was going to be any good? I mean, The Jungle Book is the only good Disney live-action remake that we've had. We've had about nearly 10 now, I think. And, well, after seeing Snow White today, I can confirm that it is not going to break that streak. Snow White 2025 was exactly what I thought it was going to be. A lifeless retelling of a Disney classic. Before I go into the negatives, I do want to start off pretty positive with the film. And to start off, the first thing that I liked was Rachel Zegler as Snow White. I thought she was absolutely great in the role. Say what you want about her as a person, but she really can sing. I thought she sung her songs really well. I thought she was easily the best part of this movie. The music was fine, mainly when it's taken from the original movie. I did think they improved on the Whistle While You Work song. I think the shenanigans that happen whilst the song is going were pretty fun. When that song was playing, it was easily the most entertaining part of this movie. And I did appreciate a couple of the narrative changes that they do to this film, especially one which is a bit of a spoiler, which I'm going to get into now. 3, 2, 1. I do like that Snow White gets more involved with the final conflict against the Queen, because in the original she was just kind of laying dead and the dwarves defeated the Queen. But in this one she gets in there, tries to talk her down. I like that change. Everything else about this movie though is so uninspired. It tries to tell the same story as the original, but it stretches it out throughout this long runtime. Now, the original Snow White was nothing great. In fact, I don't even think it's that good. I think it's just fine. But it's short, and it gets on with it. With this one, they're trying to pad it out, and it feels so long. This movie is so poorly paced. An hour or so into this film, a guy in front of me went on his phone. I hate that, but I looked at the time on the phone, and I realised we weren't even an hour in. And I'm like, oh my god, are we still going? There's so much left to do. Oh, this movie felt like 3 hours. Visually, I think the film was really ugly. I did like the practical sets. I thought they were pretty cool. But when the movie relies on CGI, oh my god, does it look ugly. That is especially the case with the dwarves. Oh my god. These Lovecraftian, uncanny valley creatures, they just put me off the movie so much. They weren't charming. They weren't cute. They looked so creepy and weird. I really don't understand why they couldn't just use smaller people. I know that they wanted to go away from the stereotype, which is fine, but that's the whole point of the dwarves. If you didn't want that, maybe do something a bit different with them. I don't know. I just really did not like what they did with the dwarves in this. They looked absolutely horrible. Everything just looks so manufactured and made in a computer. They try and show Rachel Zegler in this nice, beautiful forest, but it looks like she's trapped in a green screen prison. The other technical aspects were a mixed bag. As I said, when they were doing songs from the original film, I didn't actually mind the music, but they added some new songs as well. And I'll be honest, I really did not get into them at all. And finally, the performances were also a mixed bag too. Rachel Zegler, as I said, I thought she smashed it. I thought she was really good in this movie. Andrew Burnap, I thought he was fine as Snow White's love interest, but he just needed a bit more charisma, I think. The actors playing the dwarves sounded like they were having a good time. But Gal Gadot. Now, I don't want to go like fully into the woman. She's always been one of those actors that I think has not been great at acting, but you buy her as the characters that she plays. Like Wonder Woman. I can buy her as Wonder Woman. But in this, her performance, her way of portraying the Evil Queen, just really did not work for me. I get that the Evil Queen was a very over-the-top villain, but in this, Gal Gadot plays her so over-the-top that she comes off really goofy. And it just made me see her as not a threat. This big entitled woman, I get that's the personality she really wanted to go for. But there's a point where you can go too far. And she crossed that line for me. She really was not good in this film. And also, her singing, not that great in this too as well. Overall, Snow White 2025 was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be absolutely atrocious, but it turned out to just be bad. Rachel Zegler's really good in the role. I enjoyed a couple of moments in the film too. But why would you watch this over the original? The original's not great, but it's better than this. Guys, if you want to watch Snow White or you want to take your kids to see Snow White, just show them the original. They'll get more enjoyment out of it. And Disney, please, for the love of God, stop making live-action remakes. They're crap, they don't work, they're really unentertaining. But I know you won't listen, you'll keep making them. So I really can't wait for the Steamboat Willie remake in 2027. Can't wait for it, Disney. But yeah, Snow White 2025, not worth the time, not worth the money. I'm going to give it a... I'll give it a 3 out of 10. And I think that's being generous. And people, that is the end of this review. If you have seen Snow White 2025, let me know your thoughts on it in the comments. Did you like it? Did you not? Let me know. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Have a good day. And see you later.